All right, so this next guy, I saw him for the second time last week. Again, all these guys, funnier every time I see him. Let's hear it for Jason Grant, ladies and gentlemen. Jason Grant.
Guten Tag, meine Damen und Herren.
Willkommen.
Mein Name ist Jason Grant. Ich bin von Whitmore Lake und Livingston County. I'm sorry. We're supposed to do that part of the act.
Yeah, usually Germans fire instead of...
Well, typically when I do hear my name called out like that, it's by the bailiff. I have sort of a defendant will rise sort of look. And I do know the police is in the house, and by the time I'm done with my show, he'll have enough Terry predicates to march my ass into the back of a cab. Well, a cruiser. It'll be a cab someday. I'm sorry, to Joe for one. I know, they don't know what a Terry predicate is. Doing my lawyer, I do. Well, what can I say, you know? Well, good thing the fat jokes are in tonight, and as you can see, my anorexia is in complete remission.
We're in the same support group.
Indeed we are. Except that I'm not going to come marching out in a DNA spattered Barney suit.
Oh my
Oh, unless you got $20. Comes in handy on the Craigslist encounters. You should try it sometime. You see, you send a different picture, you show up with the Barney suit, it's 2 a.m. Look, we can make some magic or not, all right?
I can't feel my face.
Hopefully they don't notice the Everclear, the zip ties, rubber gloves. I can't help it. This is the way I am. I look in the mirror and I see a man who looks like a combination of Governor Schneider and Ron Jeremy after 2 hours of prison sex.
With each other?
What, you want to drink it? No, that's cool, man. I appreciate the concern. I thought you were going to ask who the top was.
Not you. On this picture, a jail cell, Ron Jeremy and Governor
Governor
Schneider.
Schneider. It starts with 69. Oh, never mind, never mind. But you know, Ron can't get the legs up, so it's got to be the gov. Okay, I'm not going to go on the governor's case. And I'm not all that political usually, but let's face it, he's done for the economy what Pol Pot did for tourism in Cambodia. You know, I come from Ypsilanti, which is a wonderful town to have an extra Y chromosome, and certainly I qualify. I'm not so much inbred as crossbred. My parents were both hillbilly and German. My dad was German, mom was the hillbilly. We had an interesting family motto, went something along the lines of, and my German does suck, so I had to write it down every now and then. It was, let me see, Immer noch, ich bin Rückenschmerzen von der Leitzenzeit, which translates roughly into, no thank you, I'm still sore from the last time you put it there. The sort of, you know, hillbilly motto is a little more lyrical, although a little more, it's as simple as this, it's wake up sis, ain't nobody related in the dark. Oh, God. Come on, you're not paying money for this, alright? It's practice for you. A few incest jokes. You already laughed at the Barney suit. I mean, how much worse could it get? And the governor being cornholed by Ron Jeremy. Can I say, I look like a, you know, I'm one of those guys who won the, you know, the dyke guy for the queer guy contest. I mean, I used to look fabulous, and then I wake up looking like this, driving a Ford F-250, and it's like, that's the last time I take roofies with the girls there. I have my own line of To Catch a Predator training cards. I love that show. Yeah, until I became the Ken Jennings of To Catch a Fucking Predator. Until then, I'll learn my goddamn lesson. Next time, I'll just send someone up with a pizza or something and see if he gets his ass kicked by the guy. How the hell was I supposed to know she was only 14? At any rate, I no longer live in Ypsilanti. I've now moved out to Whitmore Lake, where I have a nice little Cletus and Jeter shed where I scare the hell out of the Jehovah's Witness. Hey look, they come in, they see the clown paintings and the milk carton cardboards cut up on the wall. It's their own damn fault for walking in. Actually, you know, while I do have a couple of college degrees, given some rather unfortunate events in the past, the best job I can get is I'm driving a cab, which is one of the top creepy jobs, and I'm just creepy enough to get it. The other sort of aspects of creepy job work are what? Tattoo artist, full sedation dentist. Apparently you've had the same dentist I have. He's a good dentist till he's caught. You know, you wake up, the buttons aren't quite right, the hair's mussed, you're vaguely satisfied. But they ask, you know, isn't cab driving exciting? Isn't it interesting? You're in Ann Arbor. What goes on? It's like, no, cab driving in Ann Arbor is about as interesting as watching your mother get a Brazilian. Okay, not your mom, my mom, okay? It's personalize it. You know, I mean, well, it is fun to have a little fun with the folks. I mean, every now and then, like, what's the knocking in the trunk? And I'm going, well, that's a Scientologist who's figuring out the rope trick is not a trick. And that the Lord Zeno is the least of his worries at this point. True story, I pick up a bunch of young ladies, or as we call them, prostitutes. And the one in the back right behind me announces for all the cab to hear that she's just taken her Advil, her birth control, and 2 Gas X. Damn, it's a party. She has a bad taste to leave her cell phone behind, so I'm a good guy. I helped her out. I got her cell phone. The next day, I look up in the cell phone log, find her mother's number, and I call up and say, ma'am, excuse me, this is the Ann Arbor Women's Health and Family Planning Clinic. Your daughter left her phone here after her procedure. Could you please give her a call and have her return the phone? Don't leave the goddamn phone in my backseat, all right? I'll just take a second here, catch my breath here, see if I've got anything here new I want to do. And, my God, I think I ran through all this stuff pretty quick. Well, at any rate, I think that's about all I can do. I've set the bar pretty low. And go on from there, folks. Thank you very much. And like I said, you'll be seeing me soon. Jason Grant. One last thing, if you have sexual fetishes that involve gunplay, don't use fire as a safety word.
Jason Grant. Jason Grant, ladies.